the monument of Peter I, the most prominent reformer of Russia, and he's depicted as a hero. The statue is also known as the Bronze Horseman, and he's pointing in the direction of the Peter and Paul fortress. The canals are a very important part of the city because Peter wanted to model the city on Venice, which he was very taken with. St Petersburg is made up of 42 islands, mostly joined up by canals and bridges. The views from this bridge are amazing. This is the entrance to the Peter and Paul fortress. The Petrovsky Gate was built in 1703 and it celebrates Russia's victory over Sweden in the Northern War. It's the only Petrine triumphal structure that has reached us intact. Originally built as a fortress, it then became a prison. The gates became known as the Gates of Death because it's where the prisoners were executed. This is the St Peter and Paul Cathedral, and at the top of the spire is an angel and a gold cross. This is one of the oldest graveyards in St Petersburg. It's the cemetery where some of the commandants of the St Peter and Paul fortress were buried. You have to buy a ticket to go inside, but it's dripping with gold. You can buy a combined ticket here in the boathouse. It's not expensive, but you do need 2 to 3 hours. And this takes you around the cathedral, the Commandant's house, the Museum of Rocket and Space Technology, the prison, and there's a history of the fortress. This is a monument to Peter the Great. It's by Mikhail Shemyakin and it's in front of the guardhouse. You can visit the Museum of Medieval Torture Instruments if you're brave. There's a panoramic view from up the stairs, but it's full of tourists at the moment. You could spend hours at this fortress. There's so much to do here. This complex is a visit in itself. Inside here is an exhibition of wax figures of the prisoners of the Russian Bastille. You have to work out whether getting a visa and having the freedom to do what you like is worth it. There's a lot to do in St Petersburg. This is the famous Church of the Spilled Blood. It's one of the most beautiful churches in St Petersburg. It's built on the spot where Alexander II was mortally wounded and spilt his blood, so that's how it got its name. You can see the pavement where Alexander II was assassinated and spilt his blood, and that's why the church was built on this site, and they leave that open as a reminder.